when. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. I'm Fear the Reaper.
I'm Big Poppa T-Mo.
This is
The Mid-Lunch Crisis.
the Mid-Lunch Crisis. Today is brought to you by technical difficulties.
Yes, technical difficulties has dropped a very, very generous sponsorship on us today, guys.
Yeah. I really thought there for a minute I was going to have Big Poppa T-Mo take on the stream.
I thought I was going to have to pimp slap him for a minute there.
Because I came up with a YouTube error that I'd never seen. Now, you guys know that in my current setup, I use YouTube Studio to stream through. And that's how I can get the waiting screen and everything. So the first thing this morning is my computer wanted the day off, so it didn't want to do anything. I restarted it, got it. Error that I've never seen. Yeah, that was me. Forgot to mute. So it wasn't having any part of it. I got it restarted and running, and when I set the stream to go live in YouTube Studio, it wouldn't show me the preview. It said this video is private.
Now, of course, we had Jenny in the waiting room just chatting away all to himself.
Yeah, and the video was not private. Tin can communication today? I hope not.
Is it still that? Because it sounds fine to me.
Yeah.
Maybe I should listen to the stream for a second.
Okay. So yeah, I ended up having to close that stream and start up a second one because YouTube, I guess. I don't know what happened there. So we are on No Man's Sky today. We're going to try and finish the living ship.
Alright, I do need to say something for just one quick second so that I can hear my own voice come through on the stream for a second.
So Big Poppa T-Mo has said something for a second. So while we're waiting on stream lag, like I said, we're searching for coordinates to find the next part of the ship. We need the soul chamber.
Yeah, my voice is really, really low on it. You do sound like a tin can.
I guess it's going to be tin can audio today because I don't have a setting for that. T-Mo.
Alright, so that is straight up on either your side or YouTube's side. Because it is not coming through like that on my stream.
See, I'm...
OBS issue or if it's because you sound perfect on Facebook. Just so you guys know, we're actually dual streaming this. I've got this going up on my Facebook page, and he's got it going up on his YouTube page. And yeah, I'm real low on your end on YouTube. And both sound like my tin can. This is really weird.
It's got to be a YouTube thing then. Well, I can turn you guys up a little. Unfortunately, T-Mo comes in as part of the game sound, so it's probably going to get somewhat louder.
Alright, you sound less tin can. Alright, so yeah, we'll go from there.
Alright, so I turned you guys up. UND game audio. See how that works out. Let me do my roll call here. We got Jenny, who is was definitely first twice.
Yes, Jenny was definitely first.
Then we have Mary Lizzie and Tragic Trucker. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Yeah, maybe you know what? I bet what it is I bet our string is getting worn out.
Yeah, it's getting a little, with the weather changes, that string gets a little worn out.
Yeah, I bet we.
It's going over a couple mountains. It's got a couple highways it keeps getting run over by, and with 100 miles between us, it's kind of hard to get that tension just right.
Yep. So,
right.
so
Is
to,
it tolerable on your end, guys?
I'm just gonna say, are we sounding any better?
All right, Jenny's a little drunk. He's sorry and bored. A little early in the morning for Jack Daniels and bologna there, buddy. But hey, I'm not judging.
Yeah, we don't judge here. And actually,
Shout out to Nathan, Stacy, and Clayton on my end. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
welcome to the stream, guys.
Yeah, man. This is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Dual zoning in here.
Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, we are looking for coordinates. I don't believe. Oh, yeah, I'm at 6. I'm almost there. 65. Yeah, I should be able to find it on foot from here. Like right there, maybe? No.
All right, so how many more coordinates do you have to find for that?
I think this one and one more. When I did this, that was the day I was pretty out of it, so I don't actually remember how many I.
You were coming down with strep or something.
Actually,
Which how's Reed doing? Is he back to his normal precocious little self?
Yes, he is. He's doing very well, thank you. He another update. He starts the new school on Monday.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, he's super excited. He it broke my heart when we had him down at the new school on Monday, and he was super excited, and we were getting ready to leave, and he said, "Can I stay home until I can start at my new school?"
Aww.
And I mean, my wife and I talked about it, but we couldn't justify. But we did manage to talk him into going. Luckily, this week is Dr. Seuss week.
Dr. Seuss week is always a good week.
I send the gecko for bye. Yeah, luckily, another extreme storm.
Quick to wrong, we could just quit sniffing glue. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I do love me some airplane references, especially early in the morning. I was about to jump right into that with you guys. Alright, Chuck, we'll see you around soon, bud. We'll see you.
Yeah, man, thanks for stopping out. Go get some rest, man.
He's got to go to the CPA, I think he said. That's like meeting with an accountant type person.
Yeah.
That's never any fun. Alright, so while Reaper is doing his thing and trying to find coordinates for his living ship, I am going around and just gathering up beginner's resources again. I started a new save yesterday.
Oh, nice.
And one of my viewers over here on Facebook is very excited to get back into No Man's Sky, but he was a little bit lost on where to go and what to do. And we came to find out that what was going on with him was he was trying to get creative about it. So everything that I was doing looked completely different from what he was doing. But I've been going around doing the beginner's missions again and pretty much doing a refresher on my beginner's guide. But I was doing it specifically for one viewer, and he very much appreciated what I'm doing. He's actually sitting in my chat right now, chilling out watching.
Nice.
So big old shout out there to Nathan. How you doing, buddy? Again, doing stuff just for you. Base Arcana is done. Alright, so I still have a little bit of echo on your end.
Alright, was that Jay?
Just playing Animal Crossing today. Yeah, Jenny said I'm having a little bit of an echo.
Was that Jenny that said that?
The base.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. I logged out with all the resources, so I'm glad you finished it.
Did you try and hide the resources so you couldn't build?
No, actually, it was Monday night. I still wasn't 100%, or maybe it was Sunday. Yeah, it was Sunday because I had to get up early Monday, and I still wasn't 100%. I really wanted to get off, and I was waiting for Jenny to kind of build a temporary base so I could drop my bed. And he had been up all night, so he wanted to get off. So we were basically transferring resources into a safer location. I picked up a bunch of stuff, and then Jenny, with his over-encumbered self, jumped on my head and squished me.
Jumped on your head?
Yep, and squished me
Okay.
and killed me. Well,
really?
Yes. Turns out that's a thing. I didn't know it was a thing.
I didn't know that was a thing either.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty interesting.
Well, I didn't have a bed down, so I ended up respawning in the desert.
Oh.
Which, without giving our base location away, it's really, really far away from the desert. So, I kind of just said, screw it, I'm going to log out now, because I don't have the 2 hours it's going to take me to walk back up there.
Yeah.
I felt kind of bad because I did have the building materials, and I haven't been on since because I've been so busy. But I'm glad to see he finished the base anyway.
Nice.
Yeah, the base must go on.
So the general rule of thumb here, guys, is that don't let Jenny's over-encumbered ass land on your head.
Yeah. Yeah, Jenny said I got flattened by his fat butt. Yeah, like I said, I didn't even know that.
You get an achievement kind of something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to the stranger's coordinates. I'm going to grab this damaged machinery real quick. So it's kind of weird doing the beginner's quest all over again, the beginner's missions. And starting the artist quest line as we speak.
You know, the only thing I don't miss, and that's probably why I haven't done it on any other save other than this one, is getting all of the glyphs. This is actually the only save I have that has all 16.
Really?
Yeah, because I just... It was so tedious to go and constant... And it might be... well, it's not easier now, because back then, travelers were a lot less frequent.
Yeah.
So, it may take 10 jumps to find a traveler. I mean, you need to find 16 of them. So that was it was quite a process back then, and I mean it still is. I've seen people go 10 systems sometimes without finding one. This grave is going to annoy me because you cannot.
So apparently I landed on this dresking thing.
Oh, nice.
So I can't even get to the damn thing because it's underneath my tiny engraving pillar. So I gotta lift off here and re-land. There we go. Yeah, I don't miss getting the lifts either. That is kind of a pain. But down the abandoned ship here, I've planned that for the later. I'm not going to try and fix it like right this minute. But we are going to fix this. We are going to fix this. Alright, unknown signal. Get a little static. There are no signs of life. There's only the static of a broken communicator. Let's grab some records.
So, Mary Lizzie, you will be happy to know that this will be the last stream on my channel from my current setup.
Ooh, look at that. You just got a donation.
I did?
You did.
Wow.
Stream Elements Definite Gang just threw $5 into the pot.
Nice.
Well, thank you, Definite Gang.
Yeah, that's awesome. I wish I knew who.
Which member it was?
Yeah, that. I assume because they did it on behalf of the Geknip gang that they don't want their name out there, but seriously, thank you. That's awesome.
Let me jump back in my ship real quick so I can drop a quick link for everybody. Although I'm sure everybody in chat already knows who these guys are, what they do, and how to find them, but I'm still going to drop a Discord link for the G&G.
Yeah, absolutely.
Twiggy says big echo. I think that's from before, though. I wasn't paying attention to my Discord chat.
Gotcha.
For a minute there. And
so yeah, no longer will I be temporarily tangled in a mess of wires in my living room. I have bought the things to
alright, so this gets me. So I'm trying to do the G&G invite on Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Mary Liz, can you drop a link to Geknip Gang for me? Because it's coming up, it's not letting me pull up a proper link for it.
Huh.
I don't know why it does this to me every once in a while.
Mary Lizzie, I am moving to a new location in the house. I have a new PC, which means I will be able to go back to using the boom microphone. Actually, to be honest, I could say yes to all of those questions because the new webcam that I got has a built-in microphone.
Oh, you're going to have to probably disable that a whole bunch of times.
Yeah. Yep.
Webcam mics are a blessing and a curse all at once. They really are.
Yeah, it's not something I plan on using. I will definitely use the dedicated microphones that I have. Alright, so excuse me, I need to join.
Alright, so we actually need some stuff to fix this sealant level plating. We can do that. Do one of those. Do one of those. I'm going to show you a real quick trick here for when you fix damaged ships. Get the pulse engineer and launch thrusters up and running, and then you can take that bad boy someplace else. Alright, it didn't bring a party to refine with us today.
Alright, I am almost dead on the coordinates.
Are you sure that it is positive or negative?
Let me check.
That's always the first thing to check on those coordinates.
Okay, so it's positive and positive. It is positive and positive. Yes.
Okay.
Jenny says being drunk and crying puppies don't mix well.
Oh, you just want to go hug all the puppies, don't you? How are the puppies doing, Jenny? Alright, so we're going to make a little bit of pure ferrite so that we can fix that real quick. Alright.
Did I squish the grave? Nope. Nope, I'm not on the grave. Although I am absolutely on the coordinates.
Should show up on a scan.
Golden crystal.
Alright, so what we're going to do, yeah. Now that we've fixed this ship, or at least we've fixed the launch thrusters and the pulse engine, we're going to take this ship to the space station. Doing good, very healthy, awesome. Sorry that they're giving me a headache, Jim. We're going to talk to this artist fellow. This is the beginning of the Earth, by the way, so this is another long thing.
No traveler grave on my scan.
Alright, and that actually called in the anomaly for us for the first time, which we will go to that first.
So yeah, Mary, back to my what I was saying. I kind of stumbled into a computer with the ability to do everything I want it to do. I started telling T-Mo this story this morning. Monday, when my wife and I were out and about, she mentioned that she would like a gaming laptop to play her game. She plays Final Fantasy XIV. And it's cross-platform. So after we buy the game, all of the work that she's put in over the last year, she can transfer to the PC. Yes, it could in fact play Minecraft. Now, could Reaper play Minecraft is another question. Because Reaper's never played Minecraft, and I don't know.
But you actually never played Minecraft?
Nope.
I thought you said you had tried it, but you didn't like the voxel pixel.
No, I see it. I see it all the time. Like everybody I know plays Minecraft, but I have not.
Alright, well, you're gonna try to play Minecraft on the new PC. You're gonna play with Mary. You're gonna get hooked.
No, just what I need is another game to divide up my time in. Speaking of time, I keep getting sidetracked, but time is running short for me. Um, I actually didn't even get a chance to mention this to you off stream, but work. Uh, I had my startup meeting for work yesterday.
Oh, you had another startup meeting, right on.
Yeah, basically what our startup meeting is every year OSHA requires safety training. So we have an outside company come in, do a safety presentation, um, and we go over things like insurance, any changes like that. Um, and we were informed yesterday that although our callback date was in fact April 15th, um, we were told yesterday that we were officially called back to work yesterday. So we should be ready to go at any time.
Gotcha. So pretty much as soon as the weather is ready to start working on contracts, they're going to want you guys to come in.
Well, they're actually already, a lot of guys are already back. Some guys never left, I guess, apparently. Um, and I was talking to my wife last night. It's going to be a pretty tough year. We have more work than we've ever had. Uh, we still have work left over from last year that we didn't get done. And we don't have near as many people. We had quite a few good people leave over the winter, and quite a few that we didn't necessarily need, but um, still they still kind of filled the they put a butt in the seat, you know.
I gotcha. Yeah, that's definitely going to suck from a time-wise standpoint, but hey, I'm glad work is starting back up because that's always a good thing.
That's always money. What's up, Pimpin'?
Yeah, man.
Welcome to the stream, buddy.
Blaze in the house.
So we were back to the original story because squirrel.
Gotcha.
I was basically talking pretty much to Mary or anybody else who will listen. That you know, so I started digging around, looking at used gaming laptops. What's up, Craft Brew? Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to Craft Brew.
And
Welcome to my end, Josh Wilson. And Nathan, I'm sorry, I will slow down on the text just a little bit there. It's going to be exactly the same dialogue for you, though, so it really shouldn't matter too much.
there it is.
You speak to non-audience.
It in fact does not show up on a scan. I'm looking right at it with my scanner. Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking right at it with my scanner. I found it, but dumb luck apparently. And I'm not the only one, because there's another player.
Oh, you have multiplayer on right now.
Yes.
Okay, that might be why it wasn't showing up on scans and such.
Collect soul. So I started digging around and I told T-Mo everything I found basically fell into one of two categories. Either they were so outdated that it wasn't worth buying, or the owners thought that they were worth their weight in gold. So I started looking into alternatives. Oh, I'm told.
Yeah, if it's unofficially official or officially unofficial.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much how things work where I work. We're never told to do anything officially. started looking into alternatives, and I found that old Dell.
Welcome, Jenny, on my side.
Oh, nice. See, that's the problem. In my stream chat, yeah, basically telling me I was stupid because I couldn't see it on the visor. Nope, it's not you. It did in fact not show up. So I started looking into alternatives, and I was digging around, and I found out that old Dell workstations make pretty decent gaming computers. Oh, I need to go up on both numbers. Yep, here we go. So I just so happened to find a guy right down the road that buys and sells them. So we pretty much immediately went and looked at one for my wife. And while I was there, we were geeking out over the specs and everything, you know. Nice. I'll drop that bomb here just a minute, pimping. While we're geeking out over computers, he mentioned that he also does the desktops. So we started digging around in the system requirements needed for No Man's Sky and 7 Days to Die and Conan and all that. And it turns out that the old Dell desktop workstations are pretty powerful, and they'll run most games, even up to Minecraft, Fortnite, stuff like that.
Yeah, they just won't have optimized settings for them, so they will be a little slow.
Well, and that's the thing, though. The only thing, if I wanted to run optimized settings, I need to make two upgrades. I need to upgrade the power supply, and I think I would need to upgrade the graphics card. He upgraded it once already. He put in a Radeon RX 570. If I upgrade the power supply, I can go up to. Well, technically, I could go up to a 2080, but that would be pointless with the CPU that's in it. But I'm most likely going to put a GTX 1660 in it. 1660 Super to be exact.
Right.
But kind of the bonus to this whole story is I spent $650 on both computers, and they both currently game quite well. Okay, come on. I need my... Yeah, there we go.
I
88.
usually try and put No Man's Sky on one of them and see if it blows up.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to download it in games or anything. I actually just got the desktop set up last night. But yeah,
The first application with hardware is there.
buy on my carts at Amazon and Newegg to build my computer, and it was going to cost me almost $1,000.
Yeah, well, getting used stuff is always cheaper. It's good that you found a guy that actually knows what the heck he's talking about and was cool with it too. A
And
lot of those reseller guys, they deal with junk that they picked up from some other place. So that's super cool.
yeah,
All right, so
go ahead.
Yeah, I was just about to answer Jenny because he's in my chat. There's no echo on my side. It's all on your side.
Um,
Is it still really bad on me over there, guys? I know we can't hear it on my end, but is it still bad echo on the YouTube side? All right. So what we're going to do here is we're actually going to scrap this Explorer that we found.
it was kind of funny. You walked into this guy's house, and he's apologizing for the mess, and there are computers and parts just like stacked up. He does repairs and stuff out of his house, and what I thought was really cool is we bought him Monday night. Like I said, we're pretty busy, and I didn't have a chance to get them set up. But while I was at work yesterday, he actually texted me and asked me if I had a chance to get them set up and get the games on them, and if they were working okay, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, he's checking out to make sure everything's good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So,
All right, so we're going to sell some stuff in our inventory real quick.
uh, so I have some additional life-changing news.
What's the additional life-changing news?
I just got the hang on just a second.
Squirrel.
Yep. Yeah.
It just got the squirrel.
I am. Oh, come on. See if this message, in fact, pertains to the bomb I'm about to drop. Oh, nice. Yes, it does. Okay, so I was, in fact, nominated by the Geknip gang. The same way you were, T-Mo. I was nominated for auto casting to,
Nice.
yeah. And it is, in fact, official. I am the newest nipcaster.
Nipcaster. That sounds so nerdy.
That was their word, not mine. I don't want to take.
Nipcaster for the win.
Yeah, I don't want to take credit for that because that's in fact what they said. But yeah, that is absolutely awesome. Big shout out to the Geknip gang.
Nice.
Somebody mind dropping that link, Mary? If you did,
I still can't do it.
yeah, I was gonna say if you did, I didn't see it. I apologize.
All right, there we go. So my inventory was full. Grab that. Yeah, everybody give a hashtag 07GNG.
Yeah, yeah. Huge thanks to the Geknip gang, not only for the $5 donation, but also for the nomination and acceptance. Like I said, as the newest Nipcaster.
Nipcaster.
That's pretty sweet, guys.
That is pretty sweet. Congratulations, bro. That's
Thank,
awesome. That's
thank you, sir.
awesome.
Thank you. Now I'm lost my bearings.
He got all discombobulated, guys. That's what happens when you become a nipcaster.
Yep, yep.
You get all discombobulated. All right, so I scrapped that Explorer, and in doing so, it brought my original ship back here to me. It always brings the first one in your inventory back to you. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move all this stuff that I can to my regular inventory and switch the other stuff back here. So now we have that. That's for sale. Now these are all the different things that came from scrapping that ship, including these modules. So now what we need to do is go sell some stuff.
Oh, too much, buddy. Too much.
Whatever you do, remember, don't die.
Don't die.
Don't die.
So it's around here somewhere. All right. So, thanks, Crapper. Appreciate that. Mary says she sent that link to never expire, so put it somewhere safe where you won't lose it. That is the Geknip Gang Discord channel.
Awesome. Thank you, dear.
Crapper says they must be using a fourth test line. They must 4-pound test line. They better move up to 20-pound test. Jenny said he's thinking about getting DayZ. Yeah. Yeah, we decided that our string is getting a little worn out. We're gonna have to run some new high tensile string.
Yeah, definitely gonna have to run a new string for the checks, cans.
And I even upgraded to the family size Campbell soup can.
Oh, maybe that's why I'm using a chunky can.
Oh yeah.
We have incompatible cans today.
Oh no.
That's a possibility too. Yeah, the Campbells and the chunky don't always get along. Alright, so I'm putting the hazmat gauntlet in here, and I got the personal refiner, both super, super important upgrades early on. Now that I have the personal refiner, am I going to need any other refiners?
Alright, I gotta be close. 80. Yeah. Half a click off on both.
Alright. Now the other thing you gotta remember, Nate, is when you go into the different systems, now that you can call the anomaly, and I'll show you how to call the anomaly, you want to make sure that every system you go into, when you go to get your suit upgrade in the station, that you also go to the anomaly and get the suit upgrade available there. Now they start to get pretty pricey pretty quick. You saw that the last one was 20,000 units. This next one's going to be even more. We're going to go back to our base, and then we'll take off from there.
Alright. Okay, so we're...
Before they kill you, right now. Chugging chicken noodle never did the oil. No, they didn't. I've got the big beef can. That's what I've got.
Yep, see it. Oh, and there it is.
I went for the sirloin burger chunky meal.
So, again, back to my original story that I was telling Mary about my PC. So yeah, I stumbled into a desktop for myself. The rest of the cabling and everything. That objective is in fact complete. Return to your own reality via the portal. I have no idea where the portal is.
It should be on your map.
Hopefully, I can find it in the mess of.
It's on your compass.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The one that looks like a knowledge stone.
So all of my cabling and everything should be here tomorrow, including a new chair. I know Devontae was worried about my seating arrangement.
Devontae was worried about your seating arrangement.
Yeah, at some point he said they needed to uh, take up donations for getting me a new chair. So Friday's stream is on your channel.
Yes, yes it is.
So Sunday I should be completely set up in the new studio. What you doing there, T-Mo? Sounds like you're.
Sorry, I was rubbing my ear and the microphone was dragging through my stubbly beard. I apologize for that, guys. I
Sounds
got
like.
one of those ear itches you just have to take care of immediately, and when you're wearing a set of headphones, you just kind of push it off to the side real quick. I apologize.
Yeah, it actually sounded like you were wiping off the microphone.
Yeah, it was rubbing through the stubbly beard, running through the stubbly beard.
Now, unfortunately, there was something that I was not able to buy, um, and it was actually a personal choice. I want. Well, I take that back. I need a new headset. This one's actually broken. I glued it back together, uh, but
You glued it back together?
yeah. So you know where the headband meets the ear cup.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it cracked right there, so um, they actually come apart now. Like the ear cup will just kind of come off of the headband. So I glued.
Devontae in the house.
Oh, what's up? It's that whole Beetlejuice thing, man. I just said his name.
I know. We said his name 3 times, and here he is.
Um, let's go through the portal. What's up, Devontae? As always, appreciate the super peanut butter Oreos, and I like that, Devontae. Reaper and his souls. You guys are my souls.
I have no soul.
That's because I stole it. It's kind of my thing.
Actually, that was the redhead back in high school.
Yeah.
I turned into a freckle.
So yeah, I don't even remember what I was saying.
Talking about the chair.
Talking about the chair,
That's the
yeah.
last thing I remember.
Yeah, Devontae said we should take up a collection for my chair. Oh yeah, personal preference headset. Um,
Oh, yeah, glue in the headset.
yeah, gluing the headset. So I have glued the headset. I actually in my Amazon cart I had an Astro A40 with the audio mixer, all the fancy things. And I happened to be on my way home from work, and there was a grand opening at a gun store. And if anybody knows anything about Western Pennsylvania, um, gun store beats gaming headset every time.
I don't know. Depends on what I need.
Well,
Depends on what I need.
it was a funny thing. I did in fact buy a new pistol, and my son asked me when I got. He was looking at it when he got home from lifting last night, and he said, "Well, why'd you buy that?" And I said, "You never ask anybody that owns guns why they bought one. Because."
Yeah, because I can afford it.
Yeah.
So now I'm curious, what kind of pistol did you get?
I got a Springfield XD 40 caliber Mod 2. It is a subcompact. Basically, it's for conceal and carry. Now I already have a 380 that I carry, but I'm not a big fan of the 380. Actually, I was considering on trading it in on a Glock, but the guy made me a screaming deal I couldn't refuse on this Springfield. Uh, a gamer's bed, Jenny says. Oh damn.
Gamer's bed. Yeah, we were talking about that. They've got the gamer's beds now where you just kick back. It's like a straight up Arca lounger, and it lays out to a full bed and everything. It's got a built-in microwave, a built-in refrigerator.
To answer Pim,
Pretty much the epitome of laziness.
yeah, Pimpin asked, is an A-class activated Indian farm worth it, and would a C-class hotspot less than 300 U away be sufficient? Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
More than enough.
Mary said, you have to build twice the collectors.
Not from an A to an S, you don't.
Yeah,
All
no.
you have to do is make sure that you get 5 really set right over the hotspot and build vertical.
Actually, she was
Stack them on top of each other.
she was referring to the power generation, I guess. Double up on the power spot, like build it twice the electromagnetic. Again, I don't know that it's gonna. I don't know. Honestly, I know that.
What are you looking at? What are you trying to achieve in the way of output is the big question. How much how much material and how quickly are you looking to get it? Yeah, the C-class power, you're still going to need 1 electromagnetic per thumper. But you can stack them vertical as well.
Yeah. A Glock. Crapper said he just got his first pistol a couple days ago, a Glock 45 in 9mm. Very nice. I kind of have to. I deserve a little head slap for this one, but I've been paying for Aflac for over a year now, and I have never once submitted a claim. So one of the things that they talked about at our startup meeting yesterday was the Aflac lady come in, and one of the things she mentioned, it says there is no time limit on Aflac. So pretty much,
For submitting a claim?
yeah, there's no time limit for submitting claims. So if I have paperwork from a year and a half ago, I can still submit that claim. So I basically told my wife to log into our insurance company and print out all the paperwork for all the doctor's visits and urgent care visits and all that, over the last year and a half, and I'm going to start submitting Aflac claims. Because the thing about Aflac is they pay you for literally everything. Um, they pay for, if you just go for a preventative checkup to your doctor, they pay you like $60. Uh, if you go to the uh, urgent care, they pay you, I can't remember, it's either 50 or 60. Uh, Emergency room is like 80. Uh, so I told my wife, to print out all these documents so I can start submitting all of these claims, because I know for a fact that my daughter has been to urgent care just in the last 6 months, probably 6 times for her knees and ankle. Um, so yeah, I mean, $60 a pop, 10 times, that's $600.
Yeah.
So the moral of that, or the point of that story, is that when I get that all done, I actually want to go back to the gun store, because he's got uh, he has on order. It's supposed to come in Friday. A purple Glock 43 that my wife would really like. Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay.
She has a pink Sig Sauer right now. All right, so I need to go locate the fallen host.
Yeah, you gotta go get it shipped.
That is a crashed freighter. Fallen host is off planet. Now, I'm going to be a little picky here, because I've kind of seen some of the ship designs. I haven't seen them all, obviously. Uh,
Did you set a manual save?
no, I have not.
Better do that now before you go anywhere else.
Yep, you're right. Save. I don't know if I have a save beacon with me or not.
Make one.
Actually, you know what I do? I know where there's a save beacon. Um,
Can I
that
actually make a suggestion before you get out of that ship?
yes.
What is your last autosave? Is
Uh,
it before or
the,
after you finish that part of the quest line?
it was the last. Technically, it would have been before,
Okay, but so it's before
because it was when I got the last soul.
reload your autosave now. Before you finish the quest, put down a manual save. Save that and do it like that. That way you can refresh that ship every time, because right now that ship's going to be the first one you get every time.
Okay, I got you. Reload auto save. Um, so yeah, let's see where we're at here. Pimpin said whatever he sets up, it's more for everyone else. So I said it's one system over from the G&G Homeworld system. Mary, what happened to her knees and ankle? So nothing really happened. Um, she just kind of overworked them, I guess. She does cheerleading, uh, and she just has kind of chronic pain. She's in physical therapy, finally. Uh, but yeah, it's not really an injury or anything. It's just Okay. Why am I? Okay, I'm on Beaumont. Uh, my autosave was after I finished the quest. It was when I got to the portal.
All right, well, put down a save beacon there.
Actually, I have a save beacon on the other side of the portal. Will that work?
Okay, well, just make sure you hit the hard save as soon as you can before you lift off or anything.
All right.
Oh, that portal's
Yeah.
floating in the ground.
Yep. Floating rock there.
Okay, I'm trying to go slow on the text here. Howdy, howdy, Nikki. Good to see you, honey.
Pittman said, I think I have a weird bug. Tried a lot of things to fix. You have to tear down his terminal. We can't hire a scientist currently. Sends him to the station to talk to the guy. Gives me a speech challenge. He doesn't know how to fix
You
it.
might need to go to a different space station, Pimpin.
Mm-hmm.
He might not be the one that you're supposed to hire, even though he's the guy that can be hired. Mary Lizzie, what I was saying was that how's it going, Shard Vixen? I was saying to put down a manual save before he goes looking for a new ship, so that you're taking damage, dude.
Yeah, I saw it.
To do it so that he can reload the manual save to look for new first ships. Hopefully she heard me on that one.
You know, it must be. I must not be the only person that's having that glitch. Because it's somebody actually tunneled down to the portal. Something about always being the first ship, she said. Um, so here's my plan is I kind of know what ship design I want. So if I refuse the first ship, I have the ability to reload my hard save and try again. Because now that the egg quest itself is complete, I can just keep reloading this last time, or this last part, and hopefully get a different ship. Basically, it's living ship hunting.
I'm going to kiss my ship for a minute so I can catch up on chat over on the YouTube side of this thing here. All right, so where's your terminal located, Pippin? Is it on a planetary base or is it on your freighter?
Excuse me. So there's my hard save.
Have at it. Go find yourself a ship.
Traveler, forgive our invasion of the first interface. We're dying. It must be renewed. It must be restored.
Yeah, tear it down and build a new one. And if that doesn't work, tear the planetary one and put one on your freighter. Because you can actually put the terminal on the freighter.
Well, good morning, Shard Vixen, and don't worry about the double vision. You're not the only one, right, Jenny?
Jenny and the double vision.
Yeah.
He's got double vision.
Oh.
Alright. So we have progressed into the Artemis quest to the point at which we need to make the beacon. What we're going to have to do here, we're going to have to do this to triangulate Now, luckily, we can rebuild this every time we go.
Dave Bonte says, "No worries, Shard. I have the dumbs, so my everything is spelled bad. However, that entire sentence is spelled correctly."
Nice.
Yeah, which
That's
is
impressive.
yeah, yeah. Which for Dave Bonte, that's pretty good.
Yeah, Devontae normally gets the auto wrong.
All right, guys, let's go check it out.
Hostile skin detected. Really?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna say no to that one.
It's pirates coming after me. Let's see how many pirates we get.
So there's the living ship, guys.
3.
I'm actually gonna decline this one.
So what are you looking for in the way of design on a living ship?
I like the long one. Uh, yeah, North Ghost isn't here, so I can get away with that. Uh,
Say his name 2 more times, he'll show up.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I like. There's a one that's quite a bit longer. Actually, I saw it on Mary's stream when she was in the anomaly. Um, Although this isn't a bad design. Oh, wrong stick. Yeah, this one isn't. It's not bad.
Alright, so this quest line wants us to go that way. But before we do that, I'm actually going to go back in here.
So I'm going to reload. I'm going to reload my manual save and hope that that's a different ship. You know,
Head back to base.
Crap, actually, I didn't even look at the stats, Crap Root, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm not really in it for the stats. I mean, I have my fighter, I have my explorer. I want one that I like the looks of more than
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with Reaper on this one, too. I've had this conversation with Twiggy a whole bunch of times that with these particular ships, you gotta like the way your ship looks. Especially since, none of the stats on the living ships
are
can
spectacular.
exceed any of the things from our regular ships.
Yeah.
You build a fighter and you're going to get better max damage and better shields off of a regular fighter. You want something that can jump 3,000 light years, you still need an explorer. Yeah, even the shuttles have better shield stats than the living ships. Welcome up, Devontae. Good to see you over here, too. Now, Devontae, you have to pick between screens, bro. Go back to the other one. Oh, excuse me. I don't want anybody coming over here and taking a watch the YouTube stream.
I appreciate that, team.
Well, I'm really just doing this because I told Nathan. Nathan's one of my followers over here. He does not watch YouTube. He specifically likes watching Facebook gaming because it's just more convenient for him. And I'm doing beginner's gameplay stuff just to help get him excited about No Man's Sky again. And so that's why I'm running this side, just to give him just a little bit more No Man's Sky content because I can only leave about 3 hours worth of it a day. But yeah, so that's all that's going on over there. You always prepare for possible future changes. Yeah, and the fact that we can upgrade and everything else like that. But still, I'm gonna stick with it because I've seen some Explorers in my time that had better stats than my symmetrical Doras, but I can't stand looking at the damn thing.
Yeah.
And if I don't like the way the ship looks, I don't want to own it. You know, it's fine as like a stepping stone as you get up there, but I've already got um, I've already got my ships that do the job that I want them to do. You know, I've got 4821s across the board, and I want them to look cool. That's actually they kind of ruined haulers for me when they came up with the upgrade that you could upgrade all your ships to be 4821s.
Yeah.
Because I used to keep haulers just, the 48.8s. I kept them for moving mass quantities of stuff, but now that my Explorer can do it, I don't need their big chunky crunky doo-woppy thingy. As much as I like the look of a baller roller, that thing handles like a bag. So I don't need the baller rollers anymore. I have these sexy Doras all over the place.
And that's kind of where I'm at too. I mean, um, to be honest, I'll sacrifice some hyperdrive range or some shields to get the look that I. Ooh.
Ooh, you hear that, guys? He went ooh.
I haven't
He got
seen
a little excited on that.
I haven't seen this design before.
I want to see what you're looking at now. Gotta pop back over here and take a look.
Oh yeah. Let's see what people have to say.
Ooh.
You see?
Yeah, I've never seen that top design with the side ones like that.
Yeah. Now you see why I went. Ooh.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about that, I mean, it is the longer body style too. The only thing I don't like is the lack of lower fronts.
I don't know. I think
I Well, check the stats on it. See what it looks like.
yeah, I think I like it. Damage potential is 249. Shield strength is 180. Hyperdrive is 161. Maneuverability is 224. So it's not a bad ship.
No, the damage is a little low, but it's still not a bad ship.
20,
Checking blueprints here.
22 and 21. So what do you guys think?
Ooh.
It looks like I like the looks of the living ship with the fin thing on its head. You really like the bitten of that ship? You mean the bottom? Yeah, bottom. I don't know. See, I kind of like the front where it doesn't have anything, but its mouth is open.
Yeah, it does look like you can see its tongue a little bit on that one.
Yeah.
Like its mouth is just slightly ajar. It's kind of panting a little bit, and it's gonna eat something.
Yep. It just
That's what it looks like.
looks like it's ready to go.
All right, so I'm gonna put my stream on BRB for a minute, so I can pay attention to this real quick.
So that only took me one reload. Now,
That makes me wonder what else is available there.
yeah.
Take a first bid.
That's what I got to do the biogenesis
Get
here.
out of space and see what it looks like. Yeah. Now, because the other thing is, once you get in it, the stats are going to change. Stats should go up a little bit on some of them.
It is done. It is alive. All right. What do you say? Damage potential is 298. Shield strength is 180. Hyperdrive is 161. So that's actually, what, a 50-point jump on the damage potential?
Yeah, the damage potential went way up. Now your hyperdrive range and your maneuverability look like they stayed the same. So that's not bad stuff at all. If you liked the look of that, I'd take it.
Yeah, I think I
I'm
do.
assuming you have a slot for it.
Yep. I wish. The only thing I wish is that it was a different color. Because it looks kind of bland. But.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is take it for a spin and see what it looks like out in space. Go land on the space station, see what it looks like there. Go land on the anomaly, see what it looks like there. It's gonna look different on every planet.
Check out the inside, guys. Full of tentacles that are moving. Um, Mary. So, Mary, do you know where Steam put the screenshots? I don't. Yes. Hopefully, Mary knows, because, yeah, I don't. I'm not that familiar with Steam at the moment. I have a Steam account. I have a Steam wish list. I just don't.
Are you gonna go to photo mode in space so we can see what she looks like just flying around?
Alright. This is a green cloudy system. So she's got a green tint. That's what she looks like in space.
Yes, a desert planet then. Hot during the day, cold at night. Ooh, looks like I got stream deck guys, so I caught it right before we went into the space station.
Yep. Yeah, so yeah, it's got a little bit of a green tint there.
All right, so I have one that has very similar coloring on that. It's always going to take on the hue of the star nearby, whether you're at the station or anomaly. The anomaly actually not so much. The anomaly is going to come up that pure or that milky color. That's not a bad looking ship though. I like it. I like it.
Speaking of the living ships, you had mentioned on one of your streams that going through a black hole in a living ship, they don't take damage.
Yep, they did not. I don't know if they changed that.
Either they changed it or uh, it either they changed it or I didn't see that. The back of it lights up. That's pretty sweet.
Your ship's being on the deck, by the way.
Yep. Yeah, this is what it looks like when it's closed up.
It's a glowing cuttlefish.
Either they changed it or it depends on what kind of black hole you go through. Because you went through a random black hole, didn't you? One of the new ones?
Yeah, but I did try it on I
That's
tried it on an upgraded ship through a normal black hole, and it still didn't take damage.
okay. So they must have changed it.
Yeah, I know they were talking about the augmentations, they hadn't instituted the nanite upgrade yet. So
Ah,
when they did that, they might have altered some of that. I know they had a couple glitchy things that they had kind of like forgotten to implement.
gotcha.
That's a good looking ship. Take a look at over the starfish so you can see how she is that way. Big Poppa T-Mo needs to go take his meds and get some space coffee, so I will return in just a few short minutes. I'll leave you with Reaper and this new toy.
Yeah, I am. I just repaired Trader's ship. What did they give me? They gave me nanites. 82 nanites for one microprocessor. And a new rank. Yeah, so I'm kind of bummed. I almost want to get right into uh, my new setup after the stream, but I don't have everything I need. Like I said, most of my cabling and stuff will be here tomorrow. My chair. Am I Dave Ante? I am in fact Peter the Reaper, but the E is the 3, obviously. But yes, that's me. So right now I'm just kind of pulsing around to oh, not what I wanted to do. Wrong buttons. Yeah, right now I'm just kind of pulsing around to see what kind of anomalies I can detect, or you know. All right, no worries. Yeah, I'll accept that when I get back on. But yeah, I really want to get things set up and moved. Because to be honest, guys, my current setup has been bugging me for a long time. Pretty much since I started streaming, I knew that this. How are they scanning me while I'm warping, or while I'm pulsing? Well, I guess we're about to find out what we got going on here. Yeah, I'm not sure I like the beam weapon there. She's not the most maneuverable. Quite a bit of damage, though. And it's no positron ejector, but definitely holding its own. Wait for it. Oh, she didn't tell me. I was waiting for it to say hostile ships defeated. Yeah. Once I have a more permanent, uh, I think I want to go back to the boom microphone. Because I think it was the best audio. I know it's super sensitive, but I will also be in a separate room in the house, so there won't be as much background noise. I wasn't trying to go to my base. Just trying to pulse. And then maybe I can finally figure out um, that's a lot of what am I charging this with? Silver and gold. Interesting. There's a big chunky one.
I'm back, but I'm eating some bagel here.
All right, no worries. I was actually talking to you anyway. um, about my audio and such. Basically, once I get set up, maybe I can figure out why I can't get game audio on Discord, or use game audio and Discord at the same time. Hopefully. But yeah, uh, we'll definitely be able to nail it down, because I won't have to constantly be changing things and moving things. And
Yeah, I think that's what's getting you here is because some setting has changed on your end. It's not the equipment you're using for the mic because you sound like you're in a tin can. I sound like I'm in a tin can on your feed. But I have you perfectly clear through my headset.
yeah, and mine's the same way. So yeah, I'm not sure.
So this is either something on YouTube side or something on your broadcast side is getting it. It's not your equipment right now.
Yeah. There's a not so derelict freighter. Now this is one with the big disc on the front. It's like it's got a little bit of debris floating around it, but
There's the pod to the top left corner of your screen.
I saw that. Yeah.
So you can engage that and get some stuff.
Now, yeah, this one doesn't look like it's all that damaged. Actually, it's still lit up. There's a red light on the deck.
Big hole in the middle of it.
Yeah, I mean,
Deck panels floating in space.
well, that's what I mean. But compared to some of the other ones, this one is relatively
Yeah, it's
intact.
not broken in half at least.
Yeah, this one is relatively intact. Um,
So this is what they look like after I pass by.
See what we have in these cargo pods here. Oh, we had some chromatic metal in that one. Oh. Yeah, there was a second one.
Alright, so I'll
Chromatic metal.
as well. Do a little tool around while you do that. Now, what I'm going to suggest is, once you kill those ships and have fun with that, try and jump into a system that has no life form and pulse around over there for a little bit.
Alright.
They tend to have a few more eggs than occupied light systems.
Yeah, we're definitely going to need to upgrade the firepower a little bit here.
Wow, the cool thing is, I'm assuming you have a decent amount of nanites.
Yes.
Alright, so once you get an upgrade, you can actually upgrade your upgrade too.
Oh, cool.
That was something that Twiggy pointed out to us during the last stream, because they had just implemented the nanite upgrades on everything.
Oh, shit.
Inventory, travel 15 km.
Oh, shit. I don't have anything. I don't have anything to recharge my shield with.
Lesson number 2 about the living ships: you need to carry completely different stuff.
Yeah. Alright, I apologize. Look away, because this dude is doing circles around me while I'm doing circles around him.
So those that suffer motion sickness.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's gonna be brutal for Twiggy.
I was about to say, we're looking at you, Twiggy and Davante. Time for T-Mo to gather some supplies.
Alright, so what does it take?
Gold and silver for pulse. Chromatic metal for jumps. For warps.
What is the
Mordite
shield?
for shields.
Yep, oxygen and mordite. Why do I not have access to my freighter?
Is your freighter in system?
No.
You shouldn't have access to your freighter unless it... I thought it was always like that.
No, I've been able to access my freighter anywhere. Let me catch up on chat here. Davante said, are there only 2 types of living ship weapons, the beam and the spewing vents?
Yep, and that's the big point of contention right now, because everybody that
we want
likes the positron ejector wanted one. But you know what? It doesn't make any sense.
I'm assuming they will come out with different weapons. Now they won't be, like, we're not going to get the positron ejector. It'll be something similar, and be something. It'll be named something pertaining to the living ship, but Pimpin says you have to be on your freighter to have access to it now. So what was?
Now you need to be on your freighter to have access to your storage compartments. If your freighter's in system, you should be able to access the actual freighter.
See, up until now, I've been able to access it anywhere. No worries though. That's all right. All right, so we're going to go look for an unoccupied system. It isn't very far away.
Alright, so now I have my advanced mining laser. I can get those big crystals. I have the hazmat gloves so I can pick up the plants. But I'm pretty much good to go on planetary exploration. So what I need to do is find more buried tech modules. Start getting salvage data.
Now, Pimpin, are you talking about from the storage on your freighter or your freighter inventory? Because the storage units you build on the freighter, yeah, you can't access them. You can only access them like 20 or 30 feet away.
Actually, the storage compartments you could actually only access from inside the doors.
Yeah.
You had to go through the double doors from the landing area.
Yeah.
That's weird that you were able to access it from anywhere. You were having a nice little exploit going on there.
Freighter inventory, Pimpin says. Crapper says you can upgrade and get a long range antenna now, and I will believe it will be similar to the way it was. I don't know why the hell they changed it to begin with.
Because it probably wasn't working the way that they intended.
It was because I had access to it anywhere.
Yeah, Sean caught wind of that.
Yep. He was watching my stream and saw that I was.
I bet your sword and KJ can access from anywhere.
Yeah, they can. Anomaly detected, and this one's red. Is that an egg? Do I shoot it?
You always shoot the eggs.
Void egg. I got a pulsing heart node. What is it? Pulsing.
I'm so excited.
What is the pulsing heart node?
Pulse drive?
Yep. It is only a C class.
But you have the nanites to make that as an S class.
And how do you do that?
Hover over it.
Uh-huh. Evolve. Nice.
There you go. Square.
So let's see what it takes to evolve.
Surprisingly cheap.
Oh. Yeah, square. It picks it up.
What? Oh, you have to install it first.
Oh.
Install it like a regular piece of technology, and then you can upgrade it. Don't forget to move your stuff into your tech slots, or your organ chamber, I should say.
Yep. 210 nanites to go from C to B. 310 to go from B to A. Damn.
Alright, so you're talking 2 A-class modules worth of scrap right now to get up to a 2-level upgrade.
So that was 210, 310, and 430. So 750 nanites to go from C to A. Or C to S, I'm
3
sorry.
S-class modules scrapped.
Yep. Not even. Not quite, but yeah.
Depends on your wrap.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually not bad.
That's cheap.
Yeah.
That's cheap.
I figured it was going to be, 7,000.
Nope. No, I was really surprised how cheap it was when Twiggy pointed out that I could evolve mine. I went and pushed everything up to an S-class, and it cost me less than 3,000 nanites total. Ooh, look at all this O2. That is awesome.
Alright, so Pimpin said he used to be able to access his from anywhere as well. Didn't have to be in system, could just press triangle and take items from the freighters. Oh, there's another egg.
See, I've always been able to send stuff to the freighter at any point, but I've never been able to access my freighter anywhere but in the system.
So I got an S-class grafted eye node.
Yeah, they're all S-class.
What is grafted eye?
Actually, they're not all. That's the beam weapon.
Yep. Gotcha. Yep, I see that.
So, funny story, guys. Reaper was worried that after he got his ship, he wouldn't have anything to do with the rest of the stream. And I'm sitting here giggling because, the last 2 streams that I've done have been nothing but me pulsing around looking for upgrades.
Yeah, that's funny.
You got some exploring to do.
Yeah.
Hey, Lucy, you have some exploring to do.
Let's see. They thought it was too easy. They sell the antenna on your freighter. Mary said, all this time we've been able to access it from anywhere, different system, different galaxy. We've had something for a long time and they took it away, annoyed the hell out of her. Yeah, see, so I wasn't the only one. I just like being able to transfer to the ship. Yeah, now you can't even, oh crap, I'm being attacked.
You can't even transfer to the ship?
Yeah, she said now she can't transfer to it either.
I haven't even noticed, honestly. Now, what I am looking forward to is, since I've started this new save, I don't have a freighter yet.
Oh, another.
So I get to go and do it the right way and
Another.
go for an S-class right off the bat.
Another round of freighter shopping.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of funny because Nathan keeps apologizing to me for having me start over, and I'm like, dude,
Dude.
Apologize. I got plenty of stuff to do now.
Yeah, that's it.
This is like a kid in a candy store all over again.
You're gonna find that No Man's Sky players, a lot of times just start a new game just because.
Just to have something fresh to do again. Now, what I also figured out is I have, with the fact that I have 2 disc copies of this, and I have 2 accounts, I can pretty much run it on Lieutenant Dan as well. So I have more saves over there to play with if I really, really want to.
We still have to get Jenny on board.
Well, that's the other cool thing is that I actually, with the 2 accounts, even though I have the 2 discs, once it considers itself loaded onto the machine, it doesn't matter which disc I'm using.
Right.
Yeah, we gotta get a copy of this to Jenny. Alright, so I'm going to have to check to see what that antenna is that everybody's talking about now.
Yeah, Crapper says you need the antenna to send and receive unless you're on your freighter. Well,
Now, see, I don't mind that. The thing that really bothered me was that they took when they took the hyperdrives away from us and made it so that we needed to have
the additional drives.
the additional drives again. Because that was the cool thing about the freighter was that you could go to any colored star system without the specialty drives.
I wanted to be able to fly my freighter.
You really want to get me started on it?
Go ahead. Go ahead. It wouldn't.
No, I'm gonna just avoid it like the plague today.
It wouldn't be a mid-launch crisis without it.
Freighter to freighter combat, damn it! I want freighter to freighter combat. I want old school broadside combat.
Bringing the guns.
Ship engagement, damn it.
Bringing the guns to bear.
I just think of all the cool things, because then you could do different weapon systems for freighters too. You could do like fast attack freighters that did long range stuff. You could have ones that just had broadside cannons on it. Now, see, I play a miniature game called Full Thrust, and what Full Thrust is, it's a space-based turn game that involves miniatures, but you're given a certain amount of points to build your fleet. And this is a variable thing, but your opponent has the same number of points. There's different types of ships, different types of weapons. And when you get into the turn-based aspect, the thing about space that a lot of people forget is that once you start something in motion, it tends to stay in motion unless acted upon by the equal or outside force. Now, of course, that's one of Newton's laws. So in space, if you start moving forward on your ship, you can't just all of a sudden stop that motion and go in a different direction. You have to put some form of force against your ship to get it to turn, to get it to change speed and everything. So you have to kind of guess what your opponent is going to do in full thrust. So if you have all broadside capability, you basically have to try and position yourself, making your best guesstimate on what your opponent's going to do as to whether or not you can get into a broadside firing solution, basically. And if you screw up, you're flying this giant freighter in space. It doesn't just stop and turn on a dime.
Yeah.
And they could do stuff like that with this, where you have, say 4 different types of weapons class. You could do railguns, you could do laser beams, you could do all sorts of different stuff. But whether or not it'd be able to fire forward, fire backwards, fire from the sides, would it have an arc? Kind of like the positron injector spreads out further the longer it goes like a shotgun, whereas the phase beam goes in a straight line. All that on freighters, and I would be so happy because I would be building freighters all over again. Welcome back, Trucker.
Yeah, buddy, welcome back. And I tend to agree. I mean, I think that there's so much they could do with the freighters that to make them.
They're missing out.
Yeah, they're missing out. Just the usefulness, because like you said, once they took the ability to warp without needing special drives, once they took that out and they took the explorers and extended the range on those so much, freighters pretty much became useless.
And they made it worse by limiting what we could do in the way of refiners.
Yeah, so now we're only allowed to have 2 refiners. Now we can glitch more in, but
Who's to say they're not going to fix that glitch one day?
well,
Bastards.
yes and no. I mean, I highly doubt they would because of the whole glitch building.
Yeah, but see, they specifically targeted freighters and the number of refiners you could put on them. That would be really easy of a glitch to implement that it only affected freighters, where they could make it so that the code did not allow any further refiners to function.
Yeah,
Kind of like your tech slots where you put 3 in, it's fine. You put 4 in, shit don't work.
yeah.
And then you could still glitch things in planetary-wise. Um, because the freighters are considered a separate location. That's why there's a difference between your landing area and your bridge. It's also why we can't put teleporters on there anymore.
Yep.
You used to be able to glitch teleporters on your freighter. Can't do it anymore. That's mainly because that was breaking Hello Games servers. I need to move some things in my inventory. Go figure.
Mary said she doesn't want freighter to freighter combat. That's hard to do in first person. I don't think it. I think they can make it.
Depends on how you do the system, yeah.
Yeah, I think they could make it doable in first person. There's some sodium nitrate. Take that if I have to. It's on my freighter. I have a crap ton of activated copper, apparently.
Where do you go with a bunch of activated copper?
I have no idea. There's a full stack here. There's 2 stacks in my storage. I'm actually looking to see if I have any sodium laying around, so I can finish building my storage rooms. And I figured I don't have the matter beam installed because this is the new freighter.
Oops.
Yep.
Excuse me.
So magnetized right.
Like having your freighter as a normal base, the way you need to clean up my inventory while I put that. I need to teleport back to base. Just go on your freighter. Yeah, I get you on that one, Mary. I get you on that one.
So basically, they turned it into a U-Haul. You just use it to lug around your stuff. I don't know why I have so many.
Now, granted, I like it for what it is. You can still do a lot on a freighter. And I know that with limiting the number of refiners that you could do on them, that was to help limit the complexity issues that they were having. Because they did have a lot of complexity glitch going on freighters, and that they seem to have rectified a lot of them. And then they also had a lot of issues where the refiners were dropping items. It seems like Hello Games has an issue with anything above the number 4 when it comes to a refiner or the mineral extractors. When was the last time anybody used a mineral extractor? I'm not talking the deep miners, I'm talking about the actual mineral extractors that you could drop on the top of a node. Nobody uses them anymore because you couldn't put more than 5 of them down without a glitch in the entire planet.
Yeah.
And even if you did put 5
5 of them down. If you were within 1,000 of another type of a node, you were probably going to end up with copper on the one that you put on an indium deposit. They never fixed that, though. They just moved people away from them. They didn't want to take the time to. And this might be unfair on my part. It might be a really, really complex problem. And that's why they decided, okay, well, let's give them these deep mineral extractors instead so that they can still go get lots and lots of that material without us having to fix this particular issue. But it seems like they kind of just threw the freighters off to the side, too, in a very similar manner. Couldn't figure out how to fix the freighter issue, so they just got rid of them being useful. I'm not better.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, there's so much that they could do. Even like I said, just the ability to fly them around, in system.
Well, now here's the problem I have with being able to fly your freighter around in system. They don't have a point to that. There's nothing that you can do to interact with a freighter right now. Now, if you could interact with, say, a derelict freighter from your freighter, send out some salvage drones or something like that, that would be cool. Now, this is something that you can do in Eve, where you send out little drones to go mine for you, or salvage ships, and stuff like that. They could do it so that you could pull your freighter into an asteroid belt and drop off a whole bunch of little mining drones and harvest a whole bunch of tritium and stuff like that. That would be cool.
And that's what I was just going to say. That would be cool if you could.
But until there's something to do with your freighter in system, you don't need to fly it around. You can just call it anywhere in system. Oh, you need it closer to this planet? Call it closer to the planet. I'm hoping that they give us more interactions from the freighter level, which would lead to flying them around, and then one day, broadside naval battles in space.
Yeah, I think the flying them around in system would be a precursor to so much more. Like you said, the mining aspect of it. I'm actually kind of surprised that that isn't a thing. Because
David says that this is the type of space update I've been talking about. Really need to concentrate on space stuff. And he misses where the old style of industrial mining, when you could use the miners, and when they worked, but most of the time they were just broken. Yeah, so I think they've taken the steps towards moving us in that direction. It looks like they've done some, that they're at least thinking about it. But it doesn't look like it's enough right now. And I hate to say that, because that's not really what I mean. I don't mean that they haven't done enough, but like they came out with the derelict freighters for the living ship stuff, and there was nothing to do with them. So they added a cargo bot. Great. So now when you find something, you've got something to do with it. That's awesome. But all that is shooting a cargo pod and getting 1,200 condensed carbon or 1,200 chromatic metal or whatever.
yeah,
Now it's better than nothing, and still pulsing around looking for these things is great, but that's not really a true interaction with any of these things. So I'm hoping that they're using that as just kind of like the placeholder for making these things future possible.
yeah, I agree. We're they've got to be doing something more. that can't be everything.
Well, I mean, they've said that it's not. And Pittman just said, yeah, I agree, judging from past updates, they're working on some big space stuff in the next few updates. It is obviously the direction they've taken, and they have some form of a plan in place that um, some other type of life form is going to be part of it. Whether it is a continuation of the living ship story or fleshing out the Corvaxian lore with, not only were they messing with living ships, they were doing something else, trying to build some other life form. Something. There's definitely something coming down the pike, and I'm excited for it. I just think that I think Hello Games has kind of missed out on a couple of the low-hanging fruit. Yeah, and low-hanging fruit's normally not the way to go, but it's an easy way to go that while you're working towards a major update, they've had a couple swing and a miss on the easy updates in between.
Yeah.
Now, Living Ship's great. I love the Living Ship stuff. And honestly, with Beyond and Synthesis, the only thing that I didn't like, but I didn't understand it, as to why they did it, was the bite beats. I saw no point in the bite beat update at all until I learned that was a personal project on part of one group of the devs. That was their personalized stuff. That it didn't detract from anything else that Hello Games was working on. That it was an added bonus to it. So yeah, great. That's awesome. That somebody's passion at Hello Games drove them to do the bite beats. And it was just, here's something extra, guys. We've had this guy that in his spare time has been figuring out how to do a music box. I don't see a point in the bite beats in the game personally. But then again, I'm not the type of person to utilize that tech. So it's just not for me. But that doesn't mean it doesn't have its place.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, it doesn't serve. Well, this is new.
I would say 95% of the players will never do anything with a bite beat after their initial play, though. And 5% of the population are going to use it a lot.
Yeah, it doesn't serve any real purpose in game, but it is cool. I mean, I've had fun with it.
Well, from a builder's aspect, it actually I've been watching a couple of these builders doing some really creative things with bite beats as switching technology.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do a really cool light show with one of your builds, that's an invaluable tool, and as are the switches, and the floor panels and the pressure plates and all that other stuff. So if you're like a really creative builder, it's awesome. And if you're actually coming from the Minecraft side of builder, I can totally get it because it's very reminiscent of some of the building technology and switch technology in Minecraft. So I get what they were doing. I get what they were coming from. I think that it should have been, and actually this doesn't even really matter. I'd like to say that it should have been better broadcast, that was a passion project. Because I think a lot of people misunderstood the whole bite beats, and I was one of them. But I'm looking at that. I was looking at that update going, what the hell?
Well,
I don't need a music box.
I mean, I kind of have to disagree with you there because it was right in the release notes for the bite beats that it was a passion project.
No, I get you on that, but you got to remember that 90% of people that play games or operate anything online
Don't
read that. So I think what it would have been really cool is if they had done like a little special video on it that focused on not only the fact that Bite Beats was coming and all that stuff, but focus on the devs that developed it too. Give it a humanistic side of it. Here's the guys that wanted to bring this to life so much that, while they were busting their ass to bring you this, which everybody likes, they also brought you this. Kudos to these guys. So
Yeah.
I would have been right behind that. Because as it stands right now, I don't know if it was one person, two people, an entire dev team. You know, did it take the guy 4 hours to figure out how to do this, or did he invest, like 400 hours of his own time while he was still doing other things? Um, and I'm not. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not salty about bite beats. The part about bite beats that I'm salty about is the fact that it was misunderstood for me. I'm more mad at myself for not getting why that came about the way that it did than anything else.
Now, my other freighter did not have this. I don't know if it was.
Did not have what?
I have a second floor in my bridge with an additional crew member that I can currently talk to, but it doesn't do anything.
I've never bothered to look to see if there was a second floor of the bridge. Honestly.
See, I know there wasn't, and you would know.
Freighter crew.
Yeah, it just says ensign, and you would notice because actually, if you're standing at your console here, I mean those platforms are pretty noticeable. They stick out quite a bit.
One second. I gotta get to a spot where I can jump on my ship and save.
All right, you do that. I'm gonna catch up on
it. I'm curious because I want to look. Because I hate Streamlight, guys.
Yeah.
I'm a solid 20 seconds behind Reaper, and he goes, ooh. I'm like, all right, I gotta wait for the 30 seconds before I can see what he oohed about.
Let me scroll back up here because I missed a couple things. Seriousless Gaming, welcome to the stream, buddy. Back on the objects in space. They were nothing but aesthetic sights to see. They'd be worth it. There is zero need for true interaction. I think.
Wait, what?
Back when we were talking about like what we can do in space and what we can do with freighters and the derelict freighters and stuff like that. See, I think the true, we do need that true interaction because let's be honest, it's a space game. It's not a planetary exploration game, which is basically what we've had for a long time. I want more space in my No Man's Sky, and you get that by having true interactions in space. The ability to go find a derelict freighter and salvage something off of it, or put a little story behind it, being able to fly your freighter around, freighter combat, stuff like that. Those are space aspects that I think HG has missed. Pimpin says, Shard Vixen is still here. She's having her shoulders having an issue with typing, but she's still lurking. Pimpin said, I agree, judging from past updates, they're working on some big space stuff in the next few updates. I think they are. Seriousless Gaming said, if they were nothing but aesthetic sights to see, they'd be worth it. There's zero need for true interaction. Mary said, every time Hello Games does a major update, it gives us a little peek that has more to it in the future.
Oh, that has always been there.
Yeah,
that's not new.
I know.
The guy might be new, but the second floor is not new.
See, I'm gonna say that I've run around my bridge. I know I've explored to see what else is here, and that wasn't there. Now it could have been with.
My bridge doesn't look any different. I've just never realized that those two bump outs on the side were stairs to go up to the second level. But I've always had those two bump outs, and I have banners hanging from the bottom of mine. My bridge looks exactly the same as it normally does.
I don't know then.
But see, that's another cool thing about this game, guys.
Finding
Reaver, how long have you been playing this game?
a couple years.
A couple of years, and you found something new to you. And that's awesome. That's one of the cool things about No Man's Sky is even after several years of play, you can find new things.
Pimpin says, I hated Abyss and the bite beat crap. Well, Pimpin, taking that in addition to your next comment, where Seriousless said, I still haven't even unlocked the bite beats, and you said, same here, I haven't unlocked it once since they released it. I'm calling you out. Because you can't hate something that you know nothing about. If you tried it and didn't like it, I can understand it. But you can't say you hate it without ever having used it. Because it's not just for the sound. Like T-Mo said, there are a lot of switches in that pack that can be used elsewhere in building.
Yeah, I think the coolest thing about the bite beats is the fact that you can use that as an audio switch to do things, that you can light up different lights and floor panels and stuff just off of that. Now, I personally would never utilize that in-game mechanic. It's just not something I do. I'm not a very good builder. I don't even bother putting lights in my buildings if I don't have to. Much less ones that light up in a very specific pattern based off of audio. Just not the type of thing that I need to do. But it and the big thing for me is that it didn't in any way, shape, or form detract from anything else we got. It was a total. Now, of course, this could just be the story that they're giving us, because without knowing the true details, they could just be full of shit. They could have been like, oh yeah, so many people hated this, and we got to tell them that this was just a passion project, so they don't think we wasted their time. But I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case at all. I believe that was a passion project and that it had no bearing on any of the other things that we did. It was just an extra thing.
And see,
like I said, I can't hate it. I'm just never going to use it.
well, and one of the nice things, like I was showing KJ the one day, those lighted floor panels that came with that pack, you don't have to hook them up to the bite beat system. You can just power them and use them for lights. The studio that I built on Londinium, I put them in the ceiling as ceiling tiles to light up the inside, and just powered them directly, and now they're just lights. And it's just stuff like that. Stuff that came in that pack has so many other uses other than just the music. So if you're a builder, that pack is kind of a must. Yeah, everybody's calling me out because their freighters always had second floors. Well,
Now, I'll be honest, I never really noticed what it was. And I can't say that guy has always been up there. I have a Gek on mine because I have a Gek.
yeah.
But I do know that those stairwells have always been there.
Well, I never saw them.
I just think I never went up there because there was no need to go up there. It makes you wonder if they've always been up there. Why haven't they done anything with him yet?
Well, my next question is has he always been there?
Yeah, has there always been a technician up on the second floor? Now, I do know there are all sorts of places on that freighter that most people never see. Most people actually never build a second floor
Yeah.
to their platform area or a third floor. God forbid. Most people don't even know that you can do a second or third floor.
Let me catch up to chat here. Mary says maybe he hates the concept of bite beats. He's not allowed to hate the concept of the bite beat. I forbid it.
You can hate the concept of the bite beats. That's fine.
Uh,
That means you're a bad No Man's Sky player.
yeah. It's just if you hate the concept, then you're just a bad person.
Yeah.
Pippin said I know Pippin said I know that I personally want more space stuff. So to give me something to ground me, I really dislike. Yeah, no, I got you. I understand that concept. Wanting more, because like I said, it is a space game. Mary's prepping for a shower. Oh, come on, Mary. Dude, don't make me get on Husbeast to get that shower cam up and running. I paid the money. I became a Patreon supporter. I'm not getting my perks
and platinum on her OnlyFans.
Yeah. Actually, not only did I become a Patreon supporter, but I actually brought in additional Patreon supporters. So yeah, I kind of deserve my perks and benefits there. Husbeast, get my cam installed. Pimpin says, I love the story behind it. I know it's a project. Yeah, he's a strong word. Very unimpressed and displeased with the consistent grounding we keep getting. Now, I will agree to that. Because especially with your Pirates playthrough, I do agree that for your particular playstyle, putting more ground-based activities and ground-based content doesn't do anything for you. But like I said, there's more than just sound in that. Yeah, Seriously said.
Well, let me touch on that real quick, because as much as I would like this to be a space game, meaning more stuff to do in space itself. Honestly, when you think about No Man's Sky, while we all make the assumption it's supposed to be a space game, it's not actually the case. Because remember, there are 16 quintillion star systems, and every one of them has at least one planet. Most of them have 3 to 6 planets. So this is really a planetary game. I mean, they took the time to make something that made 16 quintillion planets or more. So they meant for us to go on the surface a lot. Now, since we can't even go to the star itself, the star, as the star system, is really just a center point for all of these planets for us to visit. I personally believe that we should have more space stuff to do. But nowhere did anybody ever tell me that this was actually a space game. And I'm tempted to look at their box to see if it even says it.
I'm pretty sure Hello Games told us it was a space game.
Hello Games told us a lot of stuff that they didn't deliver for 3 years, so don't go there.
Yeah.
You can't say, well, Hello Games said, yeah, Hello Games promised the world and didn't deliver.
But eventually they have.
They have now, but to take 3 years to do it is almost inexcusable. Almost. I'll excuse them now because they've come a long way. Alright, so your universe awaits. Embark on an epic voyage to the center of a boundless universe and be the first to discover entire galaxies teeming with life. Survive hazardous environments where alien civilizations seek their fortune and outlaws take it by force. That's literally the only thing the box says. Nowhere does it say this is a space game. And actually, all of the pictures on the box are planetary. Every one of them. Well, no, there's one. There's one of a freighter, sorry. There's one in space, but it's above a planet. And actually, there's 3 planets in that picture. So it's a planetary exploration game that just happens to have spaceships to get us from point to point to point. But yeah, I would love for this to be an actual space game where we have space interactions and space things to do and outer shit space things to kill.
Let's see. Hey, Craft Brew, where would that antenna be located? While I wait for that answer,
It should be in the sales thing on the freighter.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Pippin says, yeah, he's been up there as long as I can remember. Seriousless Gaming said, oh, I certainly bought the floor light tiles. See, that came out of Bite Beats.
All right, now I need to ask you a real quick question here because this is kind of bugging me. Is that Serious-less Gaming or Serious-Lee's Gaming?
Yeah.
Is Lee very serious or is there less? Because it's spelled Lee's.
It is spelled Lee's. Serious-less Gaming is easier to say.
It is.
To be honest.
That's why I haven't corrected you until this point. But like my inner OCD was like, "Gosh damn it!"
Jenny wants to know if I'm getting on Conan today. Yes, sir. I will get on Conan today. If for no other reason to get to base and get rid of the stuff I have.
All right, Crafter says have one of those terminals right next to you. I think on the end. Lee, plural. So it is Serious Lee's. Serious Lee's Gaming.
Well, it's not managed fleet. That's expeditions. Yeah, see, this is the freighter research terminal where I have all of my warp drives.
When you walk in, the first one in front of you.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right here. No antennae. Leave that up on screen for a minute.
It's the matter beam he's talking about.
The matter beam?
Yeah, the matter beam is the antenna that allows you to do that.
Oh, well.
Scroll over the matter beam, see what it says now.
A device that modulates standard freighter communication signals to enable the interplanetary transport of matter as well as data. Freighters fitted with such a device can send and receive products and substances to a user's exosuit over a long distance.
And he said you already have it, did you install it? I thought we already established that no, you did not in fact have the ability to install it.
Get out of there. No. Because, this is my new white freighter I just got. Yeah, that's why I couldn't send and receive stuff. Now, thank you. Yes, it is. My white, black, and blue. care that it's an A class. Does not bother me one bit. Yeah, no, and then that's what it was, Crapper. I thought you were talking about something else. And when I was trying to do it earlier, I didn't realize that I forgot that I switched freighters, so I didn't have anything installed on this new one. I didn't even have my storage units. I had to put them in. But let's see. Yeah, I had it on the old one. Seriously Gaming. It's from an old meme with a bunch of stern-looking Bruce Lee images. The Lees. Serious Lee's Gaming. Gotcha. Now it makes sense, buddy. Jenny said it'll help me get the things back to base. Oh, no worries, man. That was, like I said, it was just kind of, the last time I was playing, I was pretty out of it. I was not feeling well at all.
You just had Jimmy's fat butt fall down and kill you.
Yeah. Yeah, when T-Mo took over the mid-lunch crisis Friday, I promptly went to bed and didn't get out of bed again until Sunday. So, yeah, it was... See, I don't generally get sick. Like, I don't catch the flu. I mean, I get coughs and stuffy noses and stuff like that, but you know, I don't really get sick very often, but when I do, it kicks my butt hard.
Now I'm gonna point something out. So Reaper works outdoors a lot.
Yes.
For a living. I attribute that to you not getting sick very often because when I was working outdoors, like when I was working at the cemetery, I hardly ever got sick when I was working outside. I think people that are stuck inside all the time, they're the ones that are going to get sick.
Yeah.
If you want to not get sick very often, get yourself a manual labor outdoor job. That'll keep you healthy.
Keep busy too.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Shed some weight in the summertime for sure.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I mentioned it on stream. I know I was telling you off stream when I had my startup meeting for work yesterday, and basically our startup meeting is our annual safety meeting, and they go over insurance and stuff like that. And we were basically told my official callback date is April 15th. That's when I'm supposed to go back to work. We were told yesterday that yesterday was our official callback day, and we have more work than we've ever had. Plus, we have work from last year we didn't get finished, and we only have about half the people. Now they're hiring new people, but all of these people, most of them need trained. A lot of them are simply butts in seats. I hate to say not, I won't say useless, but
not well trained.
Yeah, we'll go with not well trained. And to be completely honest, with the way we work and the kind of work we do, most of the guys that are hired at the beginning of the year, we lose within the first 2 months. So all of those fresh faces that are all excited and, you know, gung ho to get to work on a really good job. Um, when they find out just how much work is involved, they're usually out by June.
Call that a high attrition rate.
Yes, yeah, we have a very high attrition rate. And it's uh, because we take winters off. Is pretty much the reason we work the way we do in the summertime. Uh, when you only work 7 or 8 months out of the year, you have to make your money in 7 or 8 months. T-Mo can attest to this. Owning his own business and the nature of his business being dependent on the LARPing. Yeah, depending on the LARPing season, he has to make his money. You have to make hay when the sun shines. Because generally, with a couple exceptions, people aren't buying LARPing gear when it's 10 degrees outside.
Well, they want LARPing gear when they're LARPing.
Unless T-Mo's going to start adding fur to his leather.
Oh, I have fur on some of my leathers too. And I do winter gear, don't get me wrong. It's just the prevalence of people. Now, we still do get a decent amount of LARP shopping right up until the Christmas season. Because people do like to give LARP stuff as gifts. But then after Christmas, after the Christmas season's over, pretty much gives 3 months, January, February, March, nothing's happening, nobody's doing anything, and nobody's spending any money. Now, come April, when camping areas open up again and events start happening, and people get their tax money back too, because LARPing gear is 100% luxury items. Nobody needs a LARPing item. I would actually say that your computer is more essential to your survival than your LARP gear. Some LARPers are going to disagree with me, because some LARPers live and breathe by their LARPing stuff. But it's a game. It's a luxury. It's kind of like anything we get on the PS4. You don't need to have it to survive. It's just definitely a good thing to do and a good thing to have. So when times are tight, that's the first thing that people stop by. Is toys, especially toys that they're not going to use for 3 months. So I have to get mine done in a timely manner as well. Not nearly as doesn't have as quite as succinct cutoff as the paving industry. Because with you guys, as soon as the weather turns, you're done. If the weather turns back, you're done.
Yeah.
Now, it's kind of funny because we're talking about he's getting ready to go back to work, and his official, unofficial start date has been altered, and it's pretty much starting tomorrow. You guys have to be on call, blah, blah, blah. I get it, because it's 45 degrees right now in Washington, May. It's bright sun.
And we have crews working today.
That doesn't surprise me at all, because we have local crews by us that are they're right down the street from my house paving.
Yeah.
As we speak, they're trying to play catch up from the stuff that they couldn't finish last November, because October was a pretty mild month for Western Pennsylvania, and November just decided to pretty much just totally crap out on everybody. It's not our local mills shut down.
Yeah.
The concrete plant stops operating at a certain temperature, and the asphalt mill stops producing loads at a certain temperature. And it hit that, and it stayed like that for 2 weeks. And so they're like, okay, we're done for the year.
And then it immediately went right back up.
Yeah, and that's the other thing that really sucks about paving. So they'll get a 2-week break that shuts all of the plants down. And then the weather for paving actually normally bounces right back. But the companies that own the mills, they've already gone through the process of shutting down for the year. It would cost them more money to start rolling again and get everything back up and running. Even though they know they can make some more money for 2 weeks, they're not guaranteed those 2 weeks, so they're not even going to bother.
See, now one of the nice things is in our area, we our asphalt bill for the 2019. So last year we spent almost $20 million on asphalt, and 80% of that went to one company.
Cola Raid.
Cola Raid.
Cola's in the house. Yeah, I'm broadcasting from the fishbowl today, Cola.
Yeah.
Apparently, Reaper was not happy with me and threw me in with the goldfish.
Yeah. Yep. He's sleeping with the fishes.
The dead ones.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's just today. Audio quality has been garbage. You missed the whole. Well, I've been talking about it the whole stream. Basically, this is the last day for this setup. I got a new computer. I have a new studio area. The next time I am broadcasting, it will be from there. But yeah, the nice thing is when you spend that much money on asphalt, and you call and you say, "Hey, we're gonna go for another month or another 2 weeks or whatever, and we need 10,000 tons of asphalt." They open the plant back up for us.
Yeah.
Because they know that the plant down the road, that their rival, that they don't like, which, I mean, they really don't like. They know damn well that he'll open his plant. If, we'll gladly buy asphalt from him. It doesn't matter to us. One of the nice things about the asphalt industry, at least up here, is asphalt from plant A and plant B are made exactly the same way with exactly the same stuff. So, burn the computer in a ceremony. No, I'm not getting rid of my laptop. I'm augmenting my current situation with a desktop. If you saw the tech I have, it would make a lot of people jealous. Unfortunately, a lot of it doesn't fit for what I do, but yeah, my wife and I have Chromebooks. Now we both have laptops. I have a desktop. We have tablets. Yeah, I'm not burning the old one. I'm simply augmenting. Now, I'm hoping not only will I still be using the capture card when I'm playing PS4, but I'm hoping to be able to game and stream on the desktop at the same time. If not, I'll still be using my laptop to stream from for the time being until I upgrade the graphics card in the computer to an NVIDIA card, because right now it has a Radeon card in it. NVIDIA has a dedicated encoding chip on it. Mr. Bixler, welcome to the stream, buddy. Work here in California never stops for the seasons because they don't really get that cold. Yeah, California doesn't really have seasons, buddy.
It depends on what part of California, but yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, back to the seasons and everything. Yeah, it's because we take so much time off in the wintertime, we have to push that hard in the fair weather seasons, and a lot of people just aren't prepared for it. So they come, we hire them in the off season. We get started, and the first few weeks generally is kind of a ramp up So, like, we may only be working 5 days a week. And it starts this way every year. Every year they say the same thing. We're not working Saturdays this year. And that lasts for about 3 weeks. And then it dawns on everybody the amount of work that we have to do. And then it becomes 6 days a week for the rest of the season. And it never fails. We'll go in the second week back. You'll have people asking when layoff is. It's like, buddy, we haven't even got started yet. So it is current.
Now, layoff, you mean the end of the season layoff?
Yes.
They start asking when the season's going to be over, 2 weeks in?
Yep.
Oh, I would just sit there and smile and say, we're going to be doing this through November, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Put your big boy pants
Yep.
on.
Yep.
You can't take it now, you ain't going to be able to take it then, and just wait till it gets hot.
Oh, I know. And that's brutal. I mean, when you're laying asphalt that's coming out of the truck at 250 degrees and it's already, 100 degrees outside, it's brutal. And
Nathan and I am currently just exploring this planet a little bit, gathering for salvage data. That's what I've been working on. I'm trying to get back to my ship now.
you get a chance, T-Mo, pop over and check out my stream. I mean, I
was actually on your stream for an extended period of time.
Well, I'm standing here looking at the ship inside my freighter, so I can get a true color picture, and it's actually really cool.
I like how it's breathing and pulsing like that.
Yeah, I like the animation on we'll call it the windshield there. And it's the windshield's blue, and you see some purple highlights there.
It's a nice looking ship.
It is a very nice.
Shame it doesn't have any hands.
Yeah. So it is currently 1:47 p.m. We're well past our allotted time slot. So I want to thank each and every one of you for coming and hanging out. Again, big shout out to the Geknip gang for that $5 donation. That was awesome. I have a feeling I know who it was, but since they didn't do it under their own name, we'll leave it at the Geknip gang. Again.
I have to ask a question about that. Does that mean you got paid to cast your nips?
That leads into my next shout out to the Geknip gang for making me the newest nip caster, and basically that means that how did you explain that, T-Mo? I automatically go live.
Yeah, so if you're on the Geknip Gang's Discord channel, there is what they call GNG TV. There is a channel that specifically does links to anybody that is broadcasting live that is part of the Nipcast crew. So now, anytime Reaper goes live on his YouTube channel, in the GNG TV section, it will automatically generate a link. He doesn't have to go and drop a link in Discord. And then us, as the members of the GNG Discord, we can use that as a notification. So you can always go to that section and find out who's going live and when. So if I go live on my YouTube, it pops up in there. If Reaper does, it pops up there. If Pippin goes live, he pops up there. And Mary Lizzie shows up there. David Mike, whole bunch of people. So it's great content, and it just auto-generates the links for us. So you always know by looking at that channel what live entertainment is available to you.
And I have to say, I'm in good company. But, like T-Mo said, himself and Pimpin' and Gaming Mike and Mary Lizzie, and I'm sure there's a ton of great content creators in there that I don't even know about. There's plenty that I'm forgetting that I do know about. Uh, so yeah, a huge shout out to the Gecknip Gang for nominations and acceptance into the Nipcasters.
Nipcasters.
um, I want to give another shout out to my Australian thumbs up there. Appreciate that. Whoever that was. Thanks for stopping by and leaving me an interaction.
Yeah, man.
So, again, the next time you stop by my channel for a stream, I will be in a new location, have a new setup. Hopefully, we'll have all the audio issues hammered out. There may be even some Reaper Cam. I know.
Reaper Cam?
Yes, Reaper
Don't
Cams.
say.
I did in the when I bought the things. I threw in a webcam. Just now, I'm warning you all now. Don't be too close to the screen. Um, Make sure you're viewing on a device that you don't mind losing, because face for radio. But we'll throw it out there anyway. We'll see what happens. Thanks, Shard Vixen. So, you got anything else to add there, Sir T-Mo?
No, I'm pretty good to go on that, guys. I just want to say thanks to everybody for stopping by, and we love the support. Love to generate some content for you guys. Had a great time today. I'm glad Reaper got himself a nice living ship that he's comfortable with. We got to learn a couple new things. So yeah, until next time, everybody, we will be doing the next process on my channel, which I should probably
Plug
I
that.
guess I should drop a link for.
Yeah.
That's just what T-Mo, is that hyphenated?
Nope. No hyphen. Just T-Mo.
I did it wrong. Just T-Mo. T-Mo. All right, so we're going to be on my channel. Oh, it did it on the hyphen.
Oh, nice.
It did the hyphen. Cool. Yeah, so swing by on Friday, guys, 11 a.m. We're going to be doing another episode of the Mid-Lunch Crisis. And until then, fly safe.